Hello students, welcome back to our science class. So in this video we are going to learn about the second subtopic in fourth lesson, that is science in everyday life. Okay, so in this lesson we are learning about the importance of science in our daily life. So in the first Rome letter we have learnt about milk. And in the second Rome letter we are going to learn about food materials. Okay, so before starting, what is food? So food is a essential thing in our life. Without food we cannot live. Food is one of the basic needs of our life. So food provides energy. So from where do we get energy? We get energy from food. So without food we cannot live. Food is an essential thing in our daily life. So it is usually made by cooking plants or animals. So food is usually made by either by cooking plants or either by animals. So it contains essential nutrients to keep our body healthy. So all the nutrients from plants and animals are getting into our body by food, right? So the essential nutrients of plants and animals, it gets into our body. So the needs of food. So here they have given 4 points why we need food. The first point is it gives energy. So we need food because it gives energy. And the second point is it promotes growth. So how we'll grow? We'll grow by taking food, right? So with the help of food only we can able to grow. And the third point is it improves immunity. So what is the word immunity? Immunity is present in our body. What it will do? It will fight against the bacteria, or it fight against the disease. Okay. So when we take good healthy food, it will improve our immunity. And the last point is helps our body repair itself. So when we take food, it will help our body to repair itself. So food can be classified into two types. So what are the two types? One is raw food and another one is cooked food. One is raw food and another one is cooked food. So foods can be classified into two types. One is raw food, another one is cooked food. Okay, what is the spelling of raw? R-A-W, raw. What is the spelling of raw? R-A-W, raw. And what is the spelling of cooked? C-O-O-K-E-D, cooked. So what is the difference between raw food and cooked food? So in the name itself we can identify. Okay, the raw foods are nothing but it will not able to cook. We can eat it rawly. Okay, raw food is the food that does not have to be cooked to eat. We don't want to cook that food to eat. We can eat that food without cooking. So those foods are known as raw food. For examples, we have fruit, carrot, groundnut, seeds. So these are the examples of raw food. What are the examples of raw food? Fruits. So do we need to cook fruits? No, we can eat raw. And carrot. Carrot, do we need to cook? We can eat. Some people will eat carrot without cooking. Okay. So and groundnut seeds. Do we cook badam? Do we cook walnut? No, we'll eat without cooking. So those foods are known as raw food. So here we can see the pictures of raw food. Some fruits and vegetables we can eat without cooking, and some nuts we can eat without cooking. Okay. And the next thing is cooked food. So what is cooked food? Cooked food is the food that has been cooked to eat. So these foods we cannot eat raw. We have to cook these foods and we have to eat. Okay. So what are the examples of cooked food? Rice, vegetable curry and bread. So if we take rice, can we eat without cooking it? No, we cannot eat. So rice we have to cook. So rice comes under cooked food. And vegetables, some vegetables we can't eat without cooking, right? So those vegetables are known as cooked food. And bread we cannot eat without cooking. We have to bake that bread and we have to eat, right? So here we can see many food items which comes under cooked food. Okay, so this is the difference between raw food and cooked food. Raw food are nothing but those food which we can eat without cooking. For examples, fruits, carrot, groundnut. Okay, and what about cooked food? Cooked food is the food that have been cooked to eat. We have to cook this and we have to eat. For example, rice, vegetable curry and bread. Okay, let us do simple tasks such as pouring liquid into the bowl, sprinkling pepper on the omelette or dosa, peeling off onions, powdering coriander seeds can be done by you. Yes, you can easily do these jobs. You can easily help your parents in the kitchen by pouring liquid into the bowl, and you can sprinkle pepper on the omelette. I think everyone likes omelette, right? So you can help your parent by sprinkling pepper on the omelette or dosa, or you can peel off onions, or you can powder coriander seeds, etc. So these simple things you can do, and you can help your parent in the kitchen. Okay, so take the next page. Cooking. So what is cooking? Cooking, it is a important thing, right? So do you know how many food items are there that you will not be able to eat without cooking? So there are many food items we can't eat without cooking, right? So cooking is very much important in our daily life. So in our house, who will cook? Our parent. Mainly our mother will cook, right? So it makes food suitable for consumption. So cooking will make food suitable for consumption. Okay, so if we cook only, we can easily eat that. It will become soft. If we cook the food, it will become soft, and we can easily consume that food. Okay, so there are 6 methods of cooking. Okay, one is boiling, second one steaming, third one frying, fourth one deep frying, fifth one roasting, and the sixth one is grilling. So they have given 6 methods of cooking. How many methods of cooking? Tell me. 6 methods of cooking. What is the first method? Boiling. What is the first method? Boiling. What is the second method? Steaming. What is the second method? Steaming. Third method? Frying. Third method? Frying. Fourth one? Deep frying. And the fifth one is roasting. And the last method is grilling. Okay, let's see about boiling now. So methods of cooking. Boiling is very important methods of cooking. So which food we will boil? We will boil milk, we will boil water. So all those items comes under boiling, right? And which comes under steaming? How many of you had idli in the morning? Yes. So idli, it comes under steaming. Okay. And the next method, frying. So it is not a deep fry. It is a normal fry. Okay. And the next method is deep frying. We will pour more oil and we will fry the item deeply. So this is known as deep frying. And what is roasting? Roasting is without oil. Okay. For example, we will roast some nuts, right? Like a groundnut. We will roast the groundnut. So this is known as roasting. And what is grilling? So grilling can be done in the microwave oven. Okay, so these are the 6 methods of cooking. So this is very important. You have to learn all these 6 methods of cooking, and you have to learn each by each. You have to learn the spellings of each and everything. Okay, so let's learn the spelling of boiling now. Yes, what is the spelling of boiling? BOILING, boiling. BOILING, boiling. So what is the spelling of boil? BOIL, boil, right? What is the spelling of boil? BOIL, boil. And you have to add ing to it. Okay. So boiling. BOILING, boiling. Then steaming. STEAMING, steaming. STEAMING, steaming. STEAMING, steaming. S-T-E-A-M-I-N-G, steaming. And the third one is frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G, frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G, frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G, frying. Deep frying. What is the spelling of deep? D-E-E-P, deep. D-E-E-P, deep. D-E-E-P, deep. Frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G, frying. F-R-Y-I-N-G, frying. Deep frying. Then next one is roasting. R-O-A-S-T-I-N-G, roasting. What is the spelling of roast? R-O-A-S-T, roast, and you have to add I-N-G to it. Okay, roasting. R-O-A-S-T-I-N-G, roasting. R-O-A-S-T-I-N-G, roasting. And the last method of cooking is grilling. Okay, G-R-I-L-L-I-N-G, grilling. The spelling of grill is G-R-I-L-L, grill, and you have to add I-N-G to it, grilling. Okay, boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting, grilling. Okay, you have to repeat along with me. Now we are going to say 5 times. Okay, so what is the first one? Boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting, grilling. 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 Okay, close your eyes and we are going to tell now. Close your eyes, everyone. Yes. What is the methods of cooking? Boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting, and grilling. 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 Okay. Next is benefits of cooking. We are going to see about the benefits of cooking. Okay, cooking causes many useful changes in food. Okay, the first point, they have given 3 points here. The first one is it makes nutrients ready for digestion. Okay, so if we cook and eat, it will be very ready for the digestion. Okay, so it makes nutrients ready for digestion. And the second one is it helps to make food in the desired texture, flavor, and taste. So if we cook and eat, we can add our extra flavor, we can add extra taste to it. So for in the case of raw food, we cannot add anything, but in the case of cooked food, we can add extra texture, flavor, and taste. And the third one is it destroys harmful microbes. It destroys harmful microbes. So we can see many microbes in the raw food. So what we have to do? We have to either wash it thoroughly or we have to cook it. Okay. So when we cook, all those microbes will be killed. We can destroy all the microbes by cooking. So we have to cook nicely and you have to eat. Okay. Try to answer. First one, dash and dash are examples of raw food. So you can write any 2 examples of raw food. So in the first dash, you can write fruits. F-R-U-I-T-S, fruits. F-R-U-I-T-S, fruits. And in the second dash, you can write carrot. C-A-R-R-O-T, carrot. So fruits and carrot are examples of raw food. And the second one, dash, dash, are examples of cooked food. Rice. So rice and vegetables. Rice and vegetables are examples of cooked food. So dash or examples of raw food, you can write any two examples. Okay, here I wrote fruits and carrot, and for the examples of cooked food I wrote rice and vegetables. Okay, so once again we will revise this second topic, that is food materials. Food is very important in our daily life, so we'll get energy from food. So we'll cook either plant or animal. So by cooking we'll get all those essential nutrients from plants and animals. So why we need food? Because food gives energy, it promotes growth, and it improves immunity. We can able to fight with the disease if we have a high amount of immunity, and helps our body to repair itself. Okay, so food can be classified into two types. What are the two types? Raw food and cooked food. So what is raw food? Raw food is the food that does not have to cook. Okay, for example, fruits, carrot and groundnuts. And what about cooked food? Cooked food is the food that has been cooked to eat. Without cooking we cannot eat this food. Okay, for example, rice, vegetable curry and bread. Next we have learnt about cooking. Cooking is very important so that it will make the food suitable for our consumption. We can easily consume the food if we cook and eat. Okay, so we have learnt about methods of cooking. There are 6 methods of cooking: boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting and grilling. Okay, boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting and grilling. And we have learned the spellings of each and every methods of cooking, right? The spelling of boiling, steaming, frying, deep frying, roasting and grilling. What you have to do is you have to write all those spellings 10 times in your rough note. Okay, and we have learnt about benefits of cooking, right? So there are 3 benefits they have given in the book. If we cook and eat, it will be ready for digestion, and it helps to make the food extra flavorable and extra taste. It gives extra taste if we cook and eat. And the third one is it destroys harmful microbes. We can kill those microbes if we cook and eat. And we wrote to fill in the blanks. The examples of raw foods are fruits and carrot, and the examples of cooked food are rice and vegetables. So once again read these lessons thoroughly and read all those spellings which you feel little hard. Okay, thank you students.